Hello, 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 and welcome to DES Premier Racing here in the trucks at Bristol Motor Speedway. I am Edward Warren. I will be joined in the booth not by Christian Clark, my usual companion, but by Jonathan Medlin. He will be here with me. We also got Jeff Dinda and Ryan Godfrey pulling up the B team right now. So it's going to be a wonderful time, and Damon O'Brien in the booth. Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. And the reason we won't have Christian Clark with us tonight, he is the golden ticket winner, much like Edwin Warren was last week.
So a very interesting shakeup here tonight. All right, go ahead, Jonathan. We're going to get ready for this starting lineup and run through it. And our other two golden ticket guys are the first two you're going to be talking about. Let's go with that starting lineup.
All right, so starting in the pole position, we got Tyler Smith in the 002 and Albert Williams to his outside in the 003. Golden ticket winners. Row 2, we've got John Crosby and Max Dinda to his outside. Row 3, we've got Ben Kuhn in 5th and Judson Curtis in 6th. Row 4, we've got Todd Perrant in 7th and Hunter Davis to his outside in 8th. Jonathan Geist in 9th and Charles Connor for the 5th row. Chuck Burley in the 4 machine in 11th. Brandon Hinton to his outside until 12th for row 6. Row 7 is Christian Clark and Thomas Long to his outside. And that'll round out the field for us with Christian Clark, the last lucky dog.
We do have one that did not qualify, and that's going to be Matthew Tennant. He is also going to be back there. He is going to be in the P15 position.
It's unusual that Matthew Tennant did not qualify there, but yeah, this is a short track, Edwin. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's a short track, 200 laps. Lap times are very low here. So they run at about 15-second lap times, which means in 1 minute they could do 4 laps. So that's how quick this race can be, how fast it can be. But the problem is there's a bump, and I believe it's in 1 and 2 entry of 1, that if you hit it in that middle line, will spin that truck out immediately.
So checking in on the chat with us here on YouTube, we've got Brandon Cotton saying 003 Ty Williams for the win. So you got somebody peeking in for Ty Williams.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting show. 2 golden ticket guys starting on the front row. They're not accustomed to really running with this premier style racing. They're going to have stage breaks. They're going to have to battle. Not to mention we have another golden ticket guy in the back, but Pace Car has pulled off into the pit roads. We are coming to the green flag. Green is out, and it looks like our golden ticket winners are going to be getting off to a good start. The 003 is going to go real high, and he's not going to be able to carry that momentum to clear Crosby on the inside. So now we've got Crosby battling back, and then the 48 Max Dinda. This is his absolute favorite track. He's insanely fast here. He was actually our fastest guy in practice. He's now challenging that 003.
Yeah, you know, Max Dinda is really, really fast on these short tracks, and he absolutely loves them. So I would look for Max to be up in the front of the pack tonight. But Tyler Smith doing a really good job in that 2 machine, holding that lead on John Crosby and running a very smooth line.
Yeah, he's definitely maintaining pace as of right now. We got a car slow on the apron already. It's Judson Curtis got loose, but he was able to save it and keep going in the right direction.
Absolutely. That was a very good control over that truck by Judson to keep it, you know, from getting into anybody and having any kind of major catastrophe on the track.
Yeah, he took care of his material there. As we look currently, Christian Clark is running back at that P 14 position. But I do want to point out Matthew Tennant actually did not start this race. So Christian Clark is our lowest person on track as of right now.
You know, one thing to notate about this is this track is a very tricky track to run. We're used to seeing green flag runs with these premier guys, and they give us some exciting racing. But I would not be surprised if we did have a couple of incidents tonight where we had to go under caution.
And as of right now, it looks like Christian Clark. Oh, we got to 32. He slid, got hit in the back just then. Caution out. Chuck Burley involved. Jonathan Geis going around with that beautiful new paint scheme he's got right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He just got a little bit loose coming out of the curtain turn into the street. And when he got sideways, Chuck Burley had nowhere to go and got into the bottom side of him.
So take a look here, right? Remember how I said there's that bump right there? See how he's kind of in the middle lane right there? There's that bump right there in that corner. If you hit it ever so slightly at the right angle, it's right in that little shadow area, it'll just kick the rear end around. So he hits that and boom, rear end all the way around.
Absolutely.
We're going to take our first commercial break here in the premier race and then come back with the action brought to you by Jeff Binda and Ryan Godfrey.
And we are back. I am joined here with Jeff. Edwin and Jonathan are taking a break. We are coming to the restart pretty soon. Leaders are Smith in the 002, a golden ticket winner, and Jonathan Crosby leading the lines. And we are off. Green flag racing here at Bristol.
Ooh, John's getting a great speed on that outside line there. Looks like he's gonna be able to hold him off, and Max is making a charge, trying to follow him through. Let's see if he can make that battle for second position.
Max is sneaky with his passes. He's absolutely fast, but it doesn't look that Highline is doing him any favors, as the 002 of our golden ticket winner Smith is holding him off. Max on his bumper though, maybe looking to pass on the inside in the next couple of laps. John happy that he has a teammate behind him though, for sure. Can grow that lead.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. I mean, we had a comment in the chat. What are the golden ticket winners? Those are the gentlemen that finished first, second, or third in our last race. And so we currently have the 002 machine, the 003, and the 99 of Christian Clark in the back. And man, those guys are fast up front. Tyler Smith and Albert Williams are showing why they were in the top three in that last race.
Oh,
we got it. Max just got into him.
Good heads up avoidance of the wreck there by everyone else in the pack.
We'll take a look at a replay. I believe Max got into the 002 car. And we are switching on and off tonight, ladies and gentlemen, watching the broadcast. So unfortunately, Ryan and I just picked up 8 laps, and the next crew will come in after our break. We're going to take a look at the replay. Yeah, let's see. I believe, like I said, Max got into his bumper. Let's take a look. Yeah, he scrubbed the wall there, lost his speed, and don't know if Max lifted or not, but there's really no time there to do much.
Yeah, that's so sudden, and being behind somebody that close and seeing them get in the wall, knowing they're going to be slow coming off that too, trying to get under them. As we will now go to a commercial break, and Edwin and Jonathan will lead off where we left.
Anybody home?
In here.
Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it.
Oh, Jake. You do love me.
And we're back with me and Jonathan here as we see Crosby's going to be leading the way with Max Dendo to his outside. Hunter Davis has finally crested to the top 5, and he's going to be in that P4 position. Judson Curtis was in P5. He was the guy who spun a little bit earlier. But look at Max sailing that outside. He wants to get around Crosby. He wants to take the lead. Again, this is his favorite track. He wants to be the guy setting the pace, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Crosby is strong at short tracks like this.
Absolutely, and especially when you get long runs, that's where Crosby really shines, because he's great at saving tire, he's great at saving fuel, and you know, you get a good long green run, Crosby's gonna hold it. But you know, Max is fast on these tracks, and you know, Crosby's no stranger to having Max on his bumper. But like you said before, we got Hunter Davis back there, just behind Albert Williams, and everybody knows he's a threat on these short tracks as well. So nice tight pack in the front, full of a bunch of really good racers.
And you know, one interesting thing is we see Hunter Davis actually under threat from Judson Curtis. Crosby's normally in these races having to figure it out by himself, right? So he's a part of beer run racing. All those guys like to have that on their cars. So he's normally out here running by himself, having to figure out the track, figure out his strategy by himself. He's got a good advantage right now where he's got 2 teammates out there now. He's got people he can run with. The only other person that he normally has out here who's on standalone islands is Max Denda and Judson Curtis. Everybody else has a teammate, but now he's got that advantage, and he has the potential chance to use them to help him figure out a better strategy.
Absolutely. And you know, Albert Williams is doing a really good job of battling Max Denda here in putting pressure on the backside of Max, which is allowing John Crosby to grow a little bit of a lead above them. But now Albert Williams coming under threat from the 35 of Judson Curtis in the Whataburger with a caution out.
That's going to be our stage break. Lap 30 is our first stage break. Our first stage winner is going to be John Crosby as they slow up to let the pace car get there. We're going to take a quick commercial break again, and we're going to see if anybody takes a pit, and you'll be brought back by Jeff and Ryan.
Mom, can I have a popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Nap Time's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Nap Time's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Already put those wallet-draining crap factories out on the street? That's okay. Nap Time works in any situation. On the golf course. An awkward blind date.
I had a really good time tonight.
It even works on pets.
After we had our first child here, we regretted it almost immediately.
We didn't know that she'd cry so much.
Talk about defective. But thanks to Nap Time, our little Samantha here hasn't made a noise in weeks. I keep her in a shoebox.
Call now and we'll send you your very own 24-ounce bottle of Nap Time solution for only 23 easy payments of $1.99. But wait, there's more. Act quickly and you'll also receive the all-new Dream Sack absolutely free. It's compact and portable for those on-the-go tantrums. Just cover it, tighten it, and forget about it. It's that simple.
We can't breathe good.
So if this looks familiar,
I feel pregnant.
then don't wait. Order today and join the millions of Americans who just can't stop saying,
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Nap Time, when they just won't shut up. Nap Time is not legal in the following states.
And we are back. Jeff is joining me. Edwin and Jonathan are taking a break again. Jonathan Crosby getting a giant start, but Max on the inside now, almost trying to make a pass. We have Hunter Davis in third, Ben Kuhn in fourth, and Todd Perrant in fifth.
Yeah, and it's a surprise, right? Our point leaders are, making their way up into the top five. And just so everybody knows, John Crosby's our current point leader, followed by Hunter Davis, Brandon Hinton, Ben Kuhn, and Max Dinda. And those guys always find their way up front.
As we can see right now, Max making an attempt to pass on the inside of John Crosby. And so far, it's been the John Crosby show as usual in the Premier League, but Max is fighting him hard as John gets slightly loose there coming out of that turn. Max completing the pass.
Yeah, he definitely completed it, but John is not letting him get away. John's going to fight him for everything he's got. And, I'm trying to bring some of the Edwin excitement. Not as good as Edwin is at the excitement levels, but, man, these guys are really fighting each other hard.
As they should. This is probably my favorite track in any NASCAR setting. This is great racing, fast racing, tough racing. As you can see now, just John Crosby and Max Dinda just fighting it out, and Max is coming away with it right now.
They're pulling out to a pretty good lead on third place Hunter Davis. And it's interesting because I don't think any of these leaders pit, right? We had some of our Lucky Dog winners come in and pit. Not sure if they got tires or just, they probably don't need fuel, so they probably got tires. Yeah, so they have 40 laps on their tires. And, second stage break is going to be at 80. If we stay green, Ryan and I get to We get to take it all the way to 80 if we stay green before we bring it to the next crew.
Yeah, that's a pretty big if with this track. Anything can happen. It's just fast pace and slippery if you're not running the right line.
Yeah,
Jonathan
absolutely.
Crosby is just staying with Max. He's not giving up on that.
He's not letting him get away. And, you know, Crosby's up over a second and a half over Hunter Davis in third place. So they are just pulling away, even though they're, you know, bumper to bumper in most corners. And if we get anybody watching on YouTube, post a comment, root your favorite driver. We got some new guys in here tonight. Let's hear it. Cheer them on.
Especially if they're beer run, let us know. And what's even more interesting about this right now is Max and John are together, but also Hunter Davis and Ben Kuhn are together. They're running in like this tag team duo pack right now.
Yeah, and actually Tyler and Albert are making some passes back there as well with some of our usuals, Brandon Hinton, and Christian's right on Brandon's bumper as well. And just going to give a shout out, Christian Clark is one of our normal broadcasters here on Saturday night. He, last week, 2 other broadcasters won their way in, and man, Christian, he got the win tonight, and we see his 99 number there. Congrats to Christian. Great job. Looks like a caution is out. Let's see what happened here. We've got some weight. Oh, we got a slide.
Yeah, Chuck Burley in the 4 machine just getting loose there.
Yeah, and with this track, I mean, there's really no place to go. We'll normally bring out a caution, even if it's a single car, just because, you know, you're not getting off track at any fast pace.
By the time you get down, the leaders are already there. Yeah, but we are going to go to commercial, and Edwin and Jonathan are going to bring us back in.
Thank you, Agent State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut. Hey, Arnold, I'm hearing neighbor. It's neighbor.
That's what I said. Neighbor.
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 Hey, let's go again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut.
Now what?
It's neighbor.
Neighbor.
Cut.
Neighbor. Yeah, neighbor. Just like it's written on the paper. This lady is in labor.
Cut.
Look at this. This is labor. Like a good neighbor. That was the sheep. And you know it.
It's like you're cold. Brr.
Yeah, I'm cold. Bah. Neighbor.
Still no.
Like a good neighbor.
Cut.
Burr. Bah. Burr. Bah. Burr. Bah.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Burr. Bah.
Burr.
Bah. Get me under this chopper.
It's pronounced chopper.
Don't.
It is.
Neighbor. A little bit more concealer.
Hey, Arnold. Got a bit of a script change.
Script change.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back with this racing excitement. We're going to get back to the green flag action as Max takes the lead. Our broadcaster is going to get that replay thing changed for you. Get back to the live action here for you. But we are watching Max Dinda lead the way as the 002 is battling Todd Perrine and Judson Curtis back there currently right now.
You know, Max got a great jump off on the start there, and he has really been able to open up a fast line to get away from John Crosby. And I mean, just absolutely showing why he loves this track so much.
Yeah, Bristol's one of those tracks that you need to be able to move around and, you know, change up your line per what's needed at the time. So when you're out there with clean air, you're able to do that. But I'm currently looking back here towards Hunter Davis, and he's got 3 Toyotas right there on him, wanting to get up there and battle him for that P3 position.
Yeah, and you know, one of those is his own teammate, Ben Kuhn, as he slides to the bottom, gets into Hunter Davis, knocks him up into the wall. He's going to get hit again. Oh, and then we got another truck getting slammed. Oh, man, what a chaotic turn of events right there.
Yeah, it looked like Judson Curtis got a piece of that too, but it started with Hunter Davis, so let's see what happened to him.
It looked like Ben Kuhn, his own teammate, got into him just a little bit there.
Yeah, Hunter gets into the corner. Let's see. That's not this corner. It's the next corner. So Hunter goes in. He gets into the corner. He just pushes up high. Too much throttle in. The 002 tags him. Then he hits Ben Kuhn, comes back down, tags the 002 again.
So it started off with the 003. So that's going to be Albert Williams there. Gets him, and then Kuhn hits him in the rear end. And then gets smacked by the 003 again, and then Curtis hits the 003 as well.
Yeah, I think Hunter just misjudged his entry into the corner. You know, Hunter's a big UFC fan. He might have been looking over at the fight for a quick second and just missed that spot right there. That's very uncharacteristic of him. So we all have the moments, lapse in judgments, but here we are. We're under caution again. We're going to take another commercial break and then be back with the excitement with Jeff and Ryan.
Mind expanding, safer to use than alcohol. It's the in thing, the hula hoop of the jet generation. Marijuana is an intoxicating, mind-muddling drug and as much a part of growing up as smoking corn silk behind the back fence. This has been a public service message of the American Medical Association and your local station.
He fell. Whoa, I'm not driving. I'm way too stoned. How are you feeling, Beer?
Oh, since we had that talk, I'm not driving tonight at all.
What about you, Dave?
You only had a couple of drinks.
And only a couple of puffs.
I don't drink and drive. No way I'm getting behind the wheel when I smoked weed, too.
How are we getting home, then?
You can drive, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Take one for the team, buddy.
Don't let weed and alcohol influence your decision to drive.
Yeah, I need a ride.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about...
Teddy's saying WTF can't even...
And we are back, about to go green as the pace car is going down the pit road as Max gets a beautiful jump off. John somehow hanging on to a second with Ben Kuhn sneaking in there, trying to get under him.
Yeah, these guys are getting some great jumps on the field, and boy, this is pretty exciting.
Especially with John just there trying to get that spot back, and he does. Somehow just rocketing past Ben Kuhn, who was just underneath him at the time, too.
And thanks, Teddy, for your comments in YouTube there. I think we got everything squared away now. Yeah, and Edwin mentioned it earlier. This is one of Max's favorite tracks. I know, Ryan, you said this is one of your favorites. I very much dislike most short tracks. I mean, it's like you're in a washing machine, right? If we focus on a car, they're just. I mean, these laps are so fast. It's amazing. How well these guys can, keep it together and fight. Bumper to bumper.
Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. And I think that's what makes this track so special for short tracks, because this is the only short track I like. It's just the banking, it just helps those turns. Like, if we're at Martinsville, I'm extremely upset because I'm terrible at Martinsville, but Bristol just
we've
has
got
those
a wreck
high
on track.
banks and speed. And we have caution out again.
We're going to check out the replay. And just a quick comment as we're getting ready to watch this one. I wasn't sure that Hunter, it may have been netcode with Hunter, and here's there were 2 or 3, and Hunter just gets into the back of the, not sure what car that is there.
The Ford Chuck Burley there.
Yeah, the Ford Chuck Burley, but that did not bring out the caution, so somebody must have gotten loose after that.
Yeah, it looked like it was actually 99 Christian Clark that got sideways.
See if we can pick this up on the replay here.
Watching 99 getting a little loose there, but that's not enough to do it.
Yeah, he hit
there
the wall
it is,
first.
right there.
Yeah, he scrubbed the wall first, which probably caused a little bit of issues for him getting ready to enter that turn.
2 golden ticket winners right there, kind of getting into a little scuffle.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we do not. This is just like real racing. We do not have fast repairs tonight. So, if you get some major wheel damage, good luck getting your repairs back.
Hopefully that doesn't affect Christian. But we are going to go to a break, and when we bring it back, Edwin and Jonathan will carry it.
Welcome back, DES race fans, to the action. Pace car is going to slip off. I've got Ryan Godfrey with me as my partner Edwin Warren had to take off for a bit. Max Dinda with a great jump. John Crosby on the high side right now. Ben Kuhn still battling him on that low side. Max with a huge jump, though, Ryan. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was an absolutely insane jump. Probably one of the best I've seen at Bristol. And as we've been saying over and over and over in this broadcast, this is Max's favorite track, or one of, and it is absolutely showing with that restart right there. He gained a huge amount of space on John Crosby.
Absolutely, and he's holding it up there too, and as long as he can keep that momentum going, there should be no problem with us seeing him win the stage break. But we've got another caution out, and it looks like Jonathan Geist might have been involved in that one. '23 got into the wall a little bit, slid back up into the wall, comes down into Geist. And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, DES race fans. Stage break coming up in just a couple of laps. When we go green, it'll be lap 78 across the line. John Crosby is in control right now because Max Dinda did pit. John Crosby with a great jump, but I think that was a very wise move by Max because he had not pitted yet, and he was on some pretty old tires. So now he's got fresher tires, and should be able to make his way back up. Don't know if it would be by the stage break, but I still think putting himself on fresher tires was a smart move. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I think he's in it for the win here. I think John's just racing for the points at this point, which keep in mind John Crosby, usually the John Crosby show in this series. But as we come to the stage 2 break right now, we have John Crosby in first, Ben Kuhn second, the 002 Golden Ticket winner Smith in third, Todd Perront in fourth, Max Dinda fifth, Brandon Hinton at sixth, Hunter Davis seventh, Charles Connor eighth, Christian Clark Golden Ticket winner in ninth, and Chuck Burley in 10th.
Yeah, and with that, we'll take ourselves a quick break while these guys maneuver down into the pits, and we'll come back with you right before we go green. Race fans, we are back and about to go green. Max Stenda back up in first place as the pace car dives off. There's the green flag. Max with a great jump. Hunter Davis to his outside in P2. Crosby, though, managing to get out of the pits quickly and make his way up into P4. Christian, and he's now moved into P3. Christian Clark and P4 as Ben Kuhn goes sideways. Ben Kuhn gets sideways, gets ram jammed, and that's going to send us to another caution right here at lap 85. Take a look at what happens here. Yeah, Ben gets coming down the track, gets a little sideways, coming low, and then gets run into. Unfortunate there for Ben Kuhn. I really like watching the man race. He's such a smooth racer, very patient. That number 2 slides by him, but then the 67 gets right into him. That's his teammate Charles Connor. But with that, we'll take a quick break and be back with you for some more green flag action in just a moment. Welcome back, DES race fans. We're about to go green here at Bristol. We've got 88 laps in the books. It'll be lap 89 when we come across on the green flag. And Max Stenda is in first place. Hunter Davis in second. Crosby in third. Christian Clark has moved his way all the way up to P4. And Tyler Smith, the other golden ticket winner, in fifth place. Green flag is out. Max Stenda with a rocket shot off the start zone, and I mean just leaves everybody in the dust. What a jump, and John Crosby right there behind him, just blowing past Hunter Davis, putting Hunter Davis into third. What do you think about that restart there, Ryan? That was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. John, it looked like he even had a time, but it still wasn't enough like juice in his tank to get like the momentum that Max had there. Max just flew off on that restart right there.
That was an absolutely beautiful restart by Max Stenda. And I mean, he's already almost a full second ahead of John Crosby there. And I mean, just growing that lead right now, keeping that clean air. And, you know, he is in a good spot right now. He, you know, pitted just a couple of laps before everybody else when we had the caution prior to the stage break. So, I mean, he's only a couple of laps older on tires than everybody else. And I mean, just absolutely showing why this is his favorite track, as we have just pounded it in there tonight.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you were noticing there, but the 99 of Christian Clark has fell back significantly. He got loose and then just dropped spots.
Yeah, he has fallen all the way back to P10 is where he has settled out. And I might add, too, Thomas Long and Jonathan Geist are behind Christian Clark and that's the top 12, and they are all that is left on the lead lap.
And just an interesting side note you brought up there, Jonathan. I mean, Max pit early, right? We had that caution before the stage. He gave up 4 stage points to come in early. But you know, if you win the race, that's a 5 bonus point. So you know, it feels like he was shooting for, you know, the win of the race, and kind of just said, "I'll give up these 4 points now, and let's see what happens." But you know, interesting enough, John Crosby's right there at P2. So you know, really 1 and 2 really hasn't changed since before that caution before the stage break.
Absolutely, you are 100% correct on that. And I think that Max's intention was to give up the 4 stage points. And we have a caution out. It looks like Charles Connor and Todd Perront got into each other. We'll get a replay back and take a look at that in just a moment. So you can see Charles Connor trying to get around the 4 of Chuck Burley, and Todd Perront up in front of him. Todd Perront gets a little sideways and slides down the track. Charles Connor tries to go low to go around him, and just goes right into him.
Yeah, just looking at that front end hit, and you know, we'll see if Todd got tire damage. Sometimes, you know, when you get that shot on your wheel, sometimes it'll knock you out of the race, and it doesn't look like that bad.
He hit some pretty
door
hard
shot. Yeah, door shot. So maybe both of them are okay to finish.
So with that, we'll take another quick break, and I'll be back with you with some more race action in just a moment. Welcome back, DES race fans. We are going to be coming back green at lap 103 as we are making our 1 lap to green lap around. Max Dinda leading, John Crosby in second, Hunter Davis in third, and the 2 of Tyler Smith in fourth. Ben Kuhn is going to be in fifth. I'm sorry, the 4 of Chuck Burley in fifth with Ben Kuhn in sixth. Christian Clark in ninth. And we are green. Max Dinda with a not as huge of a jump this time, as Crosby was a little bit more ready for it, but he still got out in front of Crosby like a rocket.
Yeah, Crosby looked like he got a little loose there going into the turn, trying to keep up with Max, which he's successfully doing as of right now. He's still right there with him.
Yeah, he was a little bit more ready for it this time. John Crosby was, and you know, he is sticking a little bit better with Max as last time Max just shot out. Max gets a little bit loose coming out of the turn, but he maintains control very well and continues to just keep that little gap between him and John Crosby.
Seems like John is getting a little lower than Max in these turns right now. He's getting a better run out of the exit.
He is. And Albert, go ahead, Jeff. What you got there?
Oh no! If you had a real live race review, I was just going to talk about points. I mean, right now, Crosby 8 starts. He's got 2 wins, 8 top 5s. Hunter Davis is second in points. 3 wins, 7 top 5s, and Max, who's currently leading, has 1 win and 4 top 5s. And really interested to see how this shakes out at the end here.
Absolutely, because you just nailed all 3 of the top 3 runners in this race in Max, John, and Hunter Davis, and their rundown on the points. But it's interesting to note that Tyler Smith is really battling Hunter Davis hard for that number 3 spot right now, and Ben Kuhn right behind.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that is Tyler Smith doesn't typically run trucks. He usually just runs next gen for beer run, but he's making his presence known for sure with the race at Michigan earlier, and now the race here where he's running top 5.
Yeah, and almost 2 completely different tracks, right? I mean, good drivers always rise to the top, and he's showing why he finished in the top 3 in the last race and why he belongs here.
Absolutely. He is really battling Hunter hard. I mean, he's given him everything he's got, but Hunter Davis showing why we call him the Swiss Army knife. I mean, he's holding steady. He's being patient. He's, not trying to force anything on Albert Williams. He's defending his line really well. And, I'm sorry, not Albert Williams, but Tyler Smith, and defending his line really well and just not giving anything up. But Tyler's just waiting for Hunter to make a mistake, and I guess vice versa. Hunter's waiting for Tyler to make a mistake.
Yeah, and as you say that, they almost have a 2-second lead, the top 2 on that pack of 3 and 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and I mean, John Crosby doing a really good job right now sticking with Max, but Max is starting to slightly pull away.
John gets a little loose there in the middle of the turn.
Coming up on lap traffic.
Yeah, as you said, coming up on slower traffic, moving in on the back end of Jonathan Geist and Todd Perron is Max Stenda right now. And the interesting thing about this is going to start to create a little bit of a wave for John Crosby and also Hunter Davis, Tyler Smith, and Ben Kuhn to be able to move in closer to the back end of Jonathan Crosby getting a little loose and going down to the bottom of the track there. No caution coming out. We will stay green on that run. But yeah, with the lap traffic being up there, it's gonna create room for Crosby and the rest of the pack to come in and get closer to Max.
Yeah, we all heard Max on the track mic say, "Oh no, he's spinning," but we stay green.
We were trying to get that replay there for you, but so Max Stenda still leading the race. He has now extended his lead out to about 0.8 of a second over John Crosby, and then he's got about 2 seconds over Hunter Davis, Ben Kuhn, and the rest of the pack.
Yeah, Max was just clearing lap traffic when he came on track mic and said, "Oh no, he's spinning, saving it." So Max kind of took advantage of passing the lap down cars, and John might have got caught up in someone getting a little loose in front of him.
Yeah, Jonathan Geist just got a little bit loose. I don't think he actually spun. I think he managed to save it and just kind of slid down to the bottom of the track and then worked his way back up onto the track.
Looks like Jonathan Crosby is slowly but surely catching up to Max now.
Yeah, now I was just looking at that, with both of them being back up in that cleaner air, Crosby's able to close that gap off a little bit. But, Max is going to do a really good job of defending his position and not giving too much of a line for Crosby to try to make a pass on him. And that's the interesting thing about racing Bristol is it's very easy to defend. It's a narrow track, and you've got a high line, you've got a low line, and it's very easy to make a truck wide enough to defend both lines.
Yeah, this is a great view right now. You can just see how much he's working his hands, right? He gets in these corners, gets a little squirrely, right, left, right, left. I mean, these guys are sawing logs sometimes with how fast. Oh, caution is out.
Yeah, we have a caution out. Somebody has had a misfortune on the track somewhere. And it looks like our top guys are all electing to come down the pits right now as we see Max Stenda, John Crosby, Hunter Davis, Ben Kuhn, and Tyler Smith all coming down the pits. Jonathan Geist is going to get a little loose coming into the turn here and self spins down and hits the wall. That might be the end of the race for Jonathan Geist. Unfortunate there.
His tire buckled for sure on that hit. And interesting looks like some of the leaders may have come down there. 70 laps or so to go after we come back to green. It'll be a little less than 70. Max has already shown he can run that many, but boy, yeah, he's missing his front end.
Yeah, unfortunate for Jonathan Geist. And, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with you in just a few moments to go green.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that first one was the spin earlier Max called out that didn't bring the caution out, but this is the current one.
Oh, Thomas Long getting into him.
Dropped his back bumper off. I'll be right back.
It's poltergeist.
That's just cosmetic.
Well, when we go back green, Ryan, if Jonathan said to be right back, if he's not back, you can jump it when we come back. We are really going to go to break now. Thank you very much.
And we're back with you as we go green here for DES Premier Racing at Bristol. Max with a great jump right there. And I mean, just showing what he's been showing this entire race, that he is able to be dominant here at Bristol.
And John Crosby's still right there with him. It's just been a Max and John show right now. Max is steadily growing that lead, though.
He is. And, Hunter Davis and Ben Kuhn sitting back there in third and fourth, Tyler Smith in fifth, Chuck Burley in sixth, Charles Connor in seventh, Todd Perrott in eighth, Thomas Long in ninth, and then Christian Clark starts the lap traffic as he is a lap down. Jonathan Geist a lap down, and it looks like he might still be out on the track as he has not fallen any more laps. Crosby has shrunk that lead that Max had down to about 1/10 of a second, and right back up on his bumper, and trying to give him 1-4 as we take a look inside with John Crosby. know, all right, so we're going to take a look at this from the outside view as we saw it from the inside view of John Crosby's truck. So he's going to scoop low just a little bit and get into the back end of Max Stinda. Max is going to, of course, spin and shoot up into the wall. And that will bring out a caution with 154 laps in the books. What's your take on that, Ryan?
Yeah, that was. We were watching it and we were talking to ourselves there. A little Earnhardt Labonte action. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it comes to fruition. It happens. And it just looks like Max is trying to get his truck back down there, back in front of John, hold off that lead. And John was already down there, probably trying to force an issue, but caution's a caution. It happened. Unfortunate for Max.
And as Ryan said, we were all chatting about it when you guys were watching the live feed from inside Crosby's truck, and I said he's going to give him the bumper. Max slowed down a little bit in front of him, so totally not 73's fault, but that's what happens on short tracks. Sometimes you got to take that position.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a break while we finish up this caution, and we'll be back with you in just a moment when we go green. The incident before the restart was even able to happen, as the 23 of Thomas Long just kind of drifted down into Christian Clark, our one of our golden ticket winners. But we're back to green action, and Max Dinda was able to make it out before he got a lap down. So Max is still on the lead lap. It didn't look like he had too much damage to the truck. And but right now, Hunter Davis is leading the race.
And we call Hunter the Swiss Army knife for a reason, right? He is not only leading races, he's winning races, top fives, but he's also on the track, Mike, giving out commands, race control, squaring things away. He does a lot for the league, and congrats for him for leading this race.
Absolutely. Hunter Davis is he's very committed to DES, and we just had a wreck.
Yeah, Max is coming on the mic saying a wreck, but no caution yet.
We're taking a look here to see what's happening with this wreck. But, Hunter Davis, he does so much for this league, and he shows a lot of commitment to this league, and still has time to get out here and battle with John Crosby and Max Dinda for the wins. And it's just it's really cool to see. So I'm taking a look right here. Looks like Thomas Long gets up into the wall just a little bit. Somebody got loose there and kind of got nudged and then had a disconnect.
Which probably explains why he got sideways. And we did not have a caution. We are still green.
We now have a new leader as well, John Crosby getting past Hunter Davis, the Swiss Army knife himself.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just about to say he's running extremely hot right now, and he's out to about a six, almost 7/10 lead, tenth of a second lead over Hunter Davis and Ben Kuhn. But Jonathan Geist, I'm sorry, Thomas Long, 1 lap down. So Todd Perront in front of him is the last car on the lead lap. But Max Dinda has worked his way all the way from where he was at in 8th place up to 7th place, and continuing to try to fight with Connor to get back up towards the front of the pack.
Yeah, 30 to go, 29 to go now as we cross the checker line. And I was fortunate enough to meet Hunter at Talladega. Max and I both met Hunter, and we had a great time watching that race. And it's always fun to meet your fellow drivers whenever and wherever you can.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I mean, being on TRN with Hunter Davis and Ben Kuhn. I mean, Hunter is such a humble guy. You know, he doesn't try to do anything to get a pat on the shoulder. You know, he just very humble, enjoys racing and enjoys being a part of this league, and you know, it shows.
And shout out to Veterans Day, which we just had. I know Hunter technically is not a veteran yet, not a retired veteran yet, but he is active duty, as are many in our league. And hats off to all those guys. We love to show support for the guys who are currently serving and have served.
Absolutely. I mean, you got Hunter Davis, and another one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Golden Ticket winner Christian Clark.
Yeah, me as well. I'm also active duty. I didn't mean to throw my hat in there and kind of toot my own horn, but if we're on the topic, Christian Clark, as you said, is also, I didn't know Hunter was. That's interesting to learn. Our 2nd place contender right now.
And I was getting ready to throw your name out, Ryan, and you beat me to it. And Christian missed a race here recently. I think he was getting a promotion, and we all got to see the pictures on the Discord channel, and congrats to him for the promotion.
Absolutely. He's a big staff sergeant now. You love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, all of those of you out watching in YouTube land, you know, hey, thank you very much for your service. We definitely appreciate what you do to protect the freedom of the blanket that we're under.
On Crosby just growing the lead. Didn't mean to switch the topics here after that moment, but the lead is almost to a 2nd now.
Yeah, just want to throw in there our 002 machine, Tyler Smith, the 43, still hanging in there in 4th position, and congrats to him. I mean, he is showing his mettle with our Premier League, which is the top of our DSI Racing League.
Yeah, he really is showing a lot of fortitude, hanging in there, pushing on the bumper of Ben Kuhn, you know, looking to try to find a line to be able to make a run on getting around both Ben and Hunter Davis, putting himself up into 2nd place right behind his teammate and John Crosby. You know, it's really cool to see John actually have some teammates out on the track tonight with the Golden Ticket winners. But, you know, even without having the Golden Ticket winners, he has done so well this season, just putting together some great races, great runs, and showing why he's up there in the top 3 in points in the Premier League.
Yeah, currently 7 cars on the lead lap. Todd just gave up. Someone did thank you, Todd, for getting out of the way. Thomas Long is also 1 lap down. Jonathan Geist 3 laps down. And after that, 11 through 15 look like they're all out of the race. So, you know, we basically have 10 cars left running this race.
Yep, and we just had a caution come out. So that is going to pull the pack back together a little tighter here and give Max a chance to try and move up a little bit more from that 7th place spot that he's currently in. Looks like the 99 of Christian Clark got sideways there. And I think that was the 67 of Charles Connor getting into him.
Yeah, and we could see some damage already on 67 machine. Just added to that right front. And we're going to go to a quick break, and we will be right back.
Welcome back, DES race fans. We are going green with Charles Connor in P1, getting a good jump and actually putting some pressure on John Crosby as he tries to get back into first. Hunter Davis right there. John Crosby going to get sideways and
tag him.
He spins it completely out.
Just keeps it safe there.
Good awareness by Hunter Davis to sniff out that was happening and make his way around Crosby. Good job by Crosby for getting it on around and narrowing it out to keep it from becoming too crazy. We're going to take a look at this. He gets sideways. Hunter Davis does get into the front bumper just a little bit. Good job by Hunter checking up there. Let's see if he gets into the bumper, though, into the rear bumper. No, he does not get into the rear bumper and just barely nicks that front bumper as he comes around on that low side. So good job by Hunter Davis checking up there as Crosby went sideways, and good job by Crosby narrowing that car up to keep from having any kind of major impact on the race beyond that. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with you.
And we are back with green flag racing as Charles Connor gets a giant start. Hunter Davis just there. Ben Kuhn looking on the outside to make a pass. Tyler Smith working his way up there with Max. John Crosby, even after that caution, is right there.
Yeah, Max Dinda back up in the top 5. Like you said, John Crosby coming around on that low side of the track. Tyler Smith getting into the wall just a little bit. But Ben Kuhn has made that pass and is now leading the race, and he has jumped sideways.
Incident back there with the 88 of Hunter Davis and John Crosby getting into the wall.
Though they get into the wall, we do stay green as they do not get sideways.
Take a look at the replay here. Still green.
And we're going to be close to 1 lap to go here pretty quick.
Absolutely, we are. And yeah, they get up into the wall a little bit sideways, but not enough to throw the caution over. We are still green. Ben Kuhn leading the race. Charles Connor holding in 4th place. Tyler Smith in 2nd, almost a second behind Ben Kuhn, and Max Dinda right there on the bumper of the 0-2. He's going to get a little sideways, but maintains control of it. What a great job getting, but John Crosby gets sideways and goes into the wall, but the race is over.
So exciting. Yeah, our golden ticket winner finishing 2nd. That's amazing. Congrats.
Absolutely. And Ben Kuhn getting his first win of the Premier season this season tonight.
Yeah, fellow broadcaster, we love Ben. He's amazing for what he does for us. And congrats on the win, Ben. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So our top 3 is Ben Kuhn, Tyler Smith, and Max Dinda.
Yeah, and to round out the last on the lead lap, Charles Connor finishing 4th, Hunter Davis in 5th, John Crosby and Todd Perrott and Chuck Burley, top 8, round out our lead lap finishers.
So I'm not.
We're going to pull some of these guys in the booth.
Max Dinda joining us in the booth with a P3 finish. How did it feel to have led that race the way that you did? And I'm not sure exactly what happened on the wreck that put you back, but I mean, what was your mindset once that happened and trying to get back up to the front of the pack?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't think it was on purpose, but he definitely turned me there, and it didn't kill me. I mean, I got all the damage fixed, but it was all ran damage, so I didn't stand a chance until I got it all fixed. So, every time I come to Bristol in any race, whether it be a league or official, my standards are really high. I expect to win it, so it's disappointing. P3 is good, but I mean, I led 105 laps, and the guy who won led 7 laps, so I mean, it's really disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, you ran a heck of a race. I mean, we talked about it all race long. We know that, Bristol is one of your favorite tracks, and, you always run Bristol well anytime I've been on Bristol with you in league races. So, I had high hopes for you as well to be able to get the win, but hey, P3 is not a bad finish. Definitely help you with the points. One question that I do want to ask though is going into the second stage break, we had the caution just before, and you elected to pit during the caution to stay out during the stage break. Was that planned, or did it just happen to fall that way with tire wear?
I mean, I was really good on tire wear. I could push it and save it and keep lap times up. So it was mainly, I mean, I don't really care about stage points. I don't care about finishes more than that. So I knew that if I pitted there, I would keep the lead after the stage, and that's all I really cared about.
Right on. That's kind of what we were figuring up here in the booth. But again, congratulations on the P3, and hope to see you up here again next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, now we're going to pull in our P2 finisher and Tyler Smith, also one of our 3 golden ticket winners. Tyler Smith, congratulations on the golden ticket first off. Second, congratulations on getting a P2 finish tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Hey, I mean, you showed a lot of patience in Michigan in getting the top 3 finish there, and then coming out tonight and just, I mean, you know, being on the pole and then turning around and coming in second, and you know, just incredible heart and spirit to get the race. What was your mindset coming out into the Premier League, racing with these top guys, and just trying to put together a solid race?
Well, honestly, it kind of starts back in the legacy races. Figured I had a free Saturday. It usually works, so I hopped in there with my beer run guys, and I was going to be ecstatic if I got a top 10, and ended up being able to help Christian a little bit and get him a win and me a top 3. And then here, I being a new guy, I didn't want to ruffle any feathers or have an eventful race, so started on pole. I honestly didn't expect that. Wasn't really trying to throw too much of a hot lap down, but got there, had a little bit of an incident. I don't know if I came down on him or he came up on me, but kept it out of the wall, kept it damage free, and methodically made my way back up. So it was a good race.
You finished second in the earlier race. You finished second tonight. 002 is a pretty good number. You're like a co-agent of James Bond, I think, with that car number. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? You know, your fellow beer run leaguers or anybody else at home?
Yeah, definitely shout out my beer run guys, especially John, who invited me here. And both Next Gen and Trucks has been a lot of fun. So thanks to y'all for putting it on, and everybody who invited me and has put up with me.
Well, again, congratulations, Tyler Smith, for P2 finish here tonight in the Premier, also in the Legacy, and being a golden ticket winner. And hope to see you back here again later.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank y'all.
That is Tyler Smith, golden ticket winner and P2 finisher here tonight. Now we've got our winner, Ben Kuhn, TRN, in the winner's circle. Congratulations, brother.
Woohoo! Man, what a win, hard fought. I'm just glad I took tires when I did. I was like on the outside of Charles Connor, because as soon as I stuck with the Highland and got by him, I was like, and I think I was like at least a second over Tyler Smith, and I was like, all right, cool. I could back down my pace a little bit and just pray a caution doesn't come out. But yeah, man, I want to shout out to your end. Those guys were helping me out a little bit tonight, and man, what an interesting race. A lot of cautions, a lot of incidents, especially it was a hard track tonight. You were loose entering, you could be loose exiting. It was just loose all the way around tonight. And first oval win in DES. I think this is win number 4. But yeah, man, I'm really excited. I'm glad that no caution came out when I pulled away from everybody else. So yeah.
Absolutely. I know. I mean, you've had a lot of hard fought races this season. You've had a lot of heartbreak, you know, been in good positions to make runs and just have unfortunate events happen. You know, I'm glad to finally see you get the win. Of course, you know, being TRN teammates, and you know, a little bit of bias there on that part. But you know, what was your mindset, you know, once you hit that point where you were in the top 4 and, you know, post stage breaks, you know, when that last caution came out, what was your mindset going into that? You know, I mean, I know you explained a little bit about wanting to get the tires and try to get the jump on Charles Connor, but you know, what was your mindset just setting up to actually get there and get the win?
Well, the caution before it allowed me to have that like because I got caution my tires like I think the caution before because Crosby got loose right in front of Hunter, and so it allowed me to figure out like because I was a high line again, and allowed me to figure out it's like okay if I can make it stick, will I be okay? And I was able to make it stick. So when I was to the outside of Charles, I was like, I know what to do. I can make this stick. And then as soon as they got around and got by him, I was like, all right, now just run this bottom and just set a pace, and then I'll be fine. And sure enough, that's pretty much what happened. And like being like top, I want to say basically top 5 all race. It was just try not to push too hard because I don't know what it is here specifically with Bristol, but truck just loves like to get loose anywhere. Like other than the streets, but it was just like the bumps did not help. It just upset the balance and everything like that. Yeah, just glad we got my first over win here in DS, and at a track like this, it was a track I was not gonna expect to get the win. To be honest, I thought it'd been like a mile and a half or Daytona or Dega, but I'm glad. Interesting to see it happen here, to be honest, but I'm glad it happened. It was a hard-fought race, a fun race in my opinion, simply because obviously the win, but just able to figure out finally make this truck stick because used to couldn't do that at all, but from before, but now just make it able to stick.
We love TRN. We love the photo up you got there at the finish line and the extra burnouts. But more importantly, we love it when broadcasters, our fellow broadcaster Ben Kuhn, win a race. And I think we're going to close it out unless anybody else has a fellow comment.
All right. Well, that was Ben Kuhn, our E1 and race winner. That will do it for me, Jeff Dinda, Ryan Godfrey, and Warren, as well as Damon. Thank y'all for coming out and watching tonight. Check with us tomorrow night for next gen action. I'm not sure where that race is at, but we'll have next gen action for you next week or tomorrow night.
Vegas, baby.
Oh, Vegas. Yeah, baby. All right. Well, check back with us tomorrow for next gens at Vegas. And until then, we'll see ya.